Welcome back into your KCBD Sports Extra. I'm now joined with the Snyder Lady Tigers, who are headed to the state semifinals after defeating Monahans in the regional finals and are this week's Extra Innings Team of the Week. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Cummings and some of those Lady Tigers. Coach, I want to go back to the beginning of that series against Monahans. They get the Game 1 win, but your team, they then turn around and fight for 2 games to pull it out. They get a 9-8 win, then a 1-0 win. Just talk about the series and what you saw from your team to fight it out.
Yes, absolutely. So we came out in Game 1. I knew it was going to be a tough series just starting at the beginning of the week, and we started preparing for it early on Monday. And I knew it was going to be tough, but we came out on Friday. We lost that first game, but I was like, well, it's just going to be how we respond on the next day. And so we talked about we got to have more fight in us than they do, and our girls did. They had a lot of fight in them on Saturday.
And then your team is on a roll right now, getting hot at the perfect time. I mean, I feel like most coaches would want to get hot in the postseason. Winners of the last 12 of the last 13 games, 27-8 record. What have you seen from this team? Is it truly just that postseason that is making them want to be that fighter mentality? What are you seeing from them?
I've never had a team that has been so cohesive at this point in the season. They are truly playing as a team, playing together as a unit. They're all with each other, supporting each other, encouraging each other, pushing each other on. And so like they're playing as one team right now, and you can't ask for anything better.
And then I know you like to focus on this season, this team, but looking back at last year, y'all fell in that regional quarterfinals, and then you have the success. You're seeing the success with this team yet again. Just what is that? What do you attest that to? Is it the girls? Is it just the fight that they want to go out and have another run?
Right, absolutely. So this is a determined group. This group, they've been playing together for a long time. Last year, you know, we fell in the quarterfinals. We fell to a really tough team. Their pitcher is now at LCU, and she's doing great things. And so, you know, it was a tough team that we came up against. And this team right now, they got a lot of grit, they got a lot of fight, and they got a lot of determination.
And then state semifinals up next over in Stephenville. Y'all get the Aubrey Chaparrals. They have a 31-3 record, but you know your team, they're fighters. They're going to fight it out. Have you seen anything on that team, or are you just going to focus on y'all's bat, y'all's pitching?
We did watch them on Game Changer this past week while we were having our team dinner. We were watching them play Canton. It was, you know, it's good to watch them and kind of see what they're doing. But honestly, I trust my girls, and I put all my faith in them.
And then my last question for you, you know, just what are you wanting to see when in that Game 1, you know, Game 1 on Wednesday, what are you wanting to see your team go out and do, make a statement?
Of course, I'm hoping that our bats are hot and we're hitting in the gaps. But I need them to keep playing together, trusting each other and trusting themselves.
All right, Coach, well, congratulations. And next up, we'll hear from some of those Lady Tigers. All right, Sydney, looking back at Game 2, it's a tie ball game. You see 2 runners on. The momentum is obviously building, and you step up to the plate for the 3-run homer. Just talk about that moment and what you were feeling out there at the plate.
At that moment, I knew that we needed to score runs, and we needed to, well, back me up, I guess, back all of us up and get some runs on the board. I didn't really think that the ball was going to go over, but it was just a shot, and it happened to go over, so that just helped, I guess, a lot.
Of course, but then, you know, into Game 3, on the mound with 21 outs, just speak on keeping Monahans off the bags and just keeping them scoreless.
I could tell that me and Kuntz really talked about pitching and what things that they weren't hitting, and my defense really did back me up whenever I needed the most, and they've always done that for me.
And then, you know, now y'all are advancing from that regional final. Y'all know the job isn't done yet. State semifinals up next. Looking at this team behind me, what is y'all's motivation to keep the season going?
All of us want to go far. We've always wanted that growing up. We've been together playing for a very long time since we were little, growing up playing travel ball and all of that. So I know that they have the push and motivation to get what we need to get done.
And then similar to what I asked Coach, you know, y'all's opponent, Aubrey, what do you think the key to getting the job done with this team?
Just hitting and working as hard as we have at practice and getting everything done, staying focused, but still having that fun for the game.
Ella, game 3, this one is for it all. No score until the bottom of that 5th inning, and you have that solo shot to put Snyder on the board. What were you feeling walking up to the plate and then ultimately running the bases to come home?
I was feeling very nervous because I was already struggling before, but after I saw the pitch right there, I just took it and it just went over.
And then, you said you were struggling before. How do you kind of keep your mindset on a level, not getting down on yourself, worrying about the previous at-bat and then no, next at-bat, I got to go out there?
My teammates are just always there, like encouraging and just like putting me back up with their words.
Just like I asked Coach, looking at this team, what are the emotions that you're feeling as y'all go on this run?
I'm just very proud, like we're all working together as a team and just communicating and like just working together.
And y'all advanced from that regional final, but the job's not done yet. State semifinals, y'all got Aubrey. Just what is the motivation that keeps this team fighting?
We just need to like hit the ball and our defense, and that's, yeah.
Of course, and then, Aubrey, similar to what I asked Coach, what have y'all seen with them that y'all want to try and limit out there on the diamond?
Maybe less runs and just back up our pitcher.
The Snyder Lady Tigers are this week's Extra Innings Team of the Week, moving to 27-8 overall on the season. Up next, they have the state semifinals starting Wednesday over in Stephenville, where they'll face the Aubrey Chaparrals. Stick around, I'll have more KCBD Sports Extra when we come back.